Hello, my good viewers. Today I introduce a new series of mine, Lost Media Mondays, where I discuss forms of media that has become lost to time and can't be fully found anywhere, no matter how hard you look. For our first topic, we will discuss 8 lost live-action films. Let's dive into this. The Day the Clown Cried, a 1972 Swedish-French drama film starring Jerry Lewis about a circus clown trapped in a Nazi concentration camp. Of all the lost media out there, this is probably the most well-known, as it's the most discussed, and even Animaniacs did a parody of it. The reasons it was thought to be shelved is because Jerry Lewis, who also wrote and directed it, was unsatisfied with the final product, while others claim whatever studio was to distribute thought it was too controversial to release. However, apparently the reason for this movie's absence is because of copyright reasons, though it's worth noting that apparently sometime in 2025, the movie will finally be released, making it found media, but it still hasn't been released yet, and only stills of the movie can be found as of now, so for now it's still lost media. Also, 48 years after its original filming, damn, Boyhood is downright insignificant. My Best Friend's Birthday, a 1987 comedy movie that was a film to be made by Quentin Tarantino. Now, if you look this movie up, you'll probably be surprised to see that this movie is available to watch on YouTube. So why is it lost to media? Well, only 36 minutes of the movie is available. The full thing would have been around 70 minutes. The movie doesn't really make that much sense without those lost scenes, and according to Quentin himself, the other minutes of the film reels were destroyed in a fire. The movie, as is not bad, though it's surprisingly not very violent considering who directed it. Bill Cosby 77. This Netflix movie was apparently a stand-up routine by Bill Cosby with stories about his life, and some rumors say it would have included reenactments. The movie was set to release in Thanksgiving of 2014, but, well, something happened that made everyone lose respect for the man who was the center of the whole movie. The movie was postponed after allegations, and in 2015, the head of Netflix officially canned the movie. No trailers, screenshots, or even a real poster have been found online. Sure, there's this poster, but it says so little about anything. On the one hand, yeah, I get why they decided not to show the movie, as hellish controversy would arise, and it's probably not good to celebrate someone like Bill Cosby. But on the other hand, if they did air this special, it wouldn't be the worst thing Netflix aired. I'm looking at you, cuties. But yeah, maybe it's for the best this movie doesn't see the light of day. Girl Crazy, a 1997 romantic comedy that, according to the initial website, is about Tommy, played by Richard Dutcher, who was raised by adoring women, and he adores all women, these younger ones, old ones, etc. And he's really nervous around other men. However, his over-admiration for the other gender puts him in trouble when Rachel, played by Linda Bond, finds out that he's been sleeping with a ton of other women, and he tries to win her back, and he learns that it's better to love one woman 100% than to love a whole bunch of them at once. The movie was shown on HBO's Cinemax service, but hasn't been shown even once since then, and has no DVD or VHS release, and it didn't get a theatrical release. The creator of this movie, Richard Dutcher, apparently got the rights back, but hasn't shown his film off to anyone. But he did say he plans to give it an official DVD, despite him not really liking how it turned out. Though he said this back in 2008 to 2009, and so far nothing has come of it since. The only viewable parts of this movie are a few screenshots and the poster. Sasquatch, a 1975 horror film where the premise is as follows. A bunch of hippies move into an abandoned farmhouse out in the woods in rural New England. Deputy Richard is always hassling them, and of course, when the bloody Bigfoot murder starts, the hippies are blamed. This movie was released to a limited theatrical run, only in one town somewhere in the US. It never got an official DVD or VHS release. Finding this movie is truly impossible, although a clip of the movie was posted on YouTube by the creator, and a really bad quality trailer has been found. The full movie has yet to be fully seen. Him, a 1974 gay pornographic Jesus film. Yes, you heard that right. This existed, and possibly still does. It's apparently about a man's sexual obsession for Jesus. The movie was shown in 1974 a few times in 55th Street Playhouse, and once again in 1976. The movie gained some mainstream attention when a magazine published an article where people would guess what one of the films described was the fake one. Many people were surprised to find out that this film wasn't the fictional one. The one made up by the magazine was Dog of Norway. When everyone found out this was a real film, everyone's reaction was, "What? What the fuck?" The movie is theorized to have never been shown again after 1976 due to the company feeling the film was too controversial. The only traces of the film nowadays are a few pictures advertising the movie on some newspaper. Should this film be found? On the one hand, one's hard work, no pun intended, shouldn't go missing, but on the other hand, ew. Teeth, not to be confused with the 2007 horror film, is a 2002 British comedy starring Canadian actor Alan Marrett, who also co-wrote the film, as well as actress Rita Fazzo. Very little is known about the movie since no poster, trailers, screenshots, clips, or anything can be found anywhere. However, according to the actors, they did indeed film this movie. It is possible that the film was never fully made, although there is a possibility someone has a copy of at least half the film. According to the film's IMDb page, the plot would revolve around a 35-year-old man who works as a doctor looking for a GF, but his large teeth would prevent that from happening. Alan would play the main character, but it's unknown who Rita would play, though it's safe to assume she would be the love interest. There's a slight possibility that this whole movie is a hoax, but why would random mildly famous people be in on it? Dead End, a 1985 zombie horror comedy film in which a UFO crashes, which causes zombies to raise from their graves while a group of documentary filmmakers are caught in the whole situation. It's unknown where this film was shown, but it definitely didn't get a wide release. Director of the movie, Ermson Bixby, says that his own personal copy was lost in 1987, and he has since then lost contact with everyone involved in the movie. Weirdly enough, there's 2 reviews on the IMDb page who claim to have seen this movie years ago, albeit only 2, and there is some trivia on the page, though it's unknown if this is just fake trivia by people editing stuff, or since IMDb has been around since the 90s, maybe this trivia was added when the film wasn't lost but still obscure. No copies of this movie have been found, and no screenshots or trailers have been found. There's also at least 10 other films titled Dead End, presumably because it's a title you can't really trademark, so yeah, until something surfaces, all we have is word of mouth. Okay, that's it folks, hope you enjoyed. Join me next time and we'll be talking about lost animated content. See you soon.